Getting demoted felt like a gut punch. Getting laid off a few months later, that was a knockout. I remember walking out of that building, box in hand, feeling completely worthless. They told me I wasn't a good fit, that my ideas were too ambitious. For a while, I believed them. I spent weeks just staring at the ceiling, replaying every mistake. But then, something shifted. The anger, the frustration, it all started to feel like fuel. I thought, if my ideas are too ambitious for them, maybe I just need to find a place where they aren't. So, I started my own thing, a tiny consultancy, just me, my laptop, and a whole lot of caffeine. I poured every ounce of energy I had into it, using all the skills they said weren't valuable. I focused on helping struggling companies find their footing and scale up. The first few months were tough, really tough. There were times I almost gave up. But every time I remembered my old boss's condescending smirk, I'd push a little harder. Slowly, it started to work. One client turned into 2, then 5, then 10. Word got around that my methods were unconventional but incredibly effective. Within a year, my little side hustle wasn't so little anymore. We were a real player in the industry. One morning, my assistant told me we had a call with a major new potential client. Their company was in trouble, profits were plummeting, and they needed a serious turnaround strategy. I walked into the video call, ready to pitch, and my heart just stopped. Staring back at me from the screen was my old boss, the same one who'd signed my termination papers. The look on his face was priceless, a mix of shock, desperation, and a tiny bit of horror. He stumbled through his introduction, trying to act like we were strangers. The entire meeting was surreal. I was now the expert, the one with all the leverage. They were the ones begging for help. He had to sit there and listen as I outlined all the systemic failures in his company, many of which were the very things I tried to warn him about when I worked there. The power had completely flipped. We ended up taking them on as a client, on our terms, of course. During one of our sessions, he pulled me aside and said, "I don't understand how you did all this." I just smiled and replied, "You taught me everything I know about survival. I just learned faster." Success isn't about getting revenge. It's about building a life so good that revenge becomes irrelevant. The universe has a funny way of balancing the books. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more stories.